Welcome back to another episode of Table Talk, home with the most out-of-pocket hot takes.
What episode are we on?
8.
8? Date? 8 and date.
March 15.
March 15. Okay, man. That's a 2-week record of us not messing that up.
Not messing it up.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for 2 months now.
We've been doing this for 2 months.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's
How
pretty
many
good.
views?
Are-
You have to estimate.
How many views in total?
Channel wide, yeah. We can look it up at the end of the video and we'll edit it in.
At least 3. At least. We at least have 3.
Oh, okay.
What's your serious?
For all of our
Like all videos combined? Yeah.
700?
Yeah, I was going to say 600.
Around there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, but you know what's
If I
crazy?
say 7, you say 6.
No, I'm not letting you segue right now.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What's yours?
I'm not
What's
letting you
your guess?
segue right now.
What's your guess?
Yeah, what's your guess?
I was going to say around, I'm going to say 821.
He definitely figured. He definitely
okay.
looked at it
No,
before.
Yeah.
I
No,
did it.
no.
I'm trying to be pinpoint
If
accurate.
it's 821, you lose.
Yeah.
That's fair
If it's
enough.
821, you can just suck a bag
That's fair.
of
Okay.
any item. I'm not going to say which item. Any item.
That's fair.
A
That's
bag?
that's our total amount of views.
Okay.
Bag of your choice.
How are we doing today, guys? How are you doing?
We're doing okay. It snowed today.
It did.
Weirdly enough, I thought winter was over.
It's Toronto. Winter's never over.
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing?
You know. I'm good.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
You guys
How you guys
doing
doing?
Nah. Okay, well let's
let's go right into
let's table talk about things and
table
stuff.
talk. Yeah.
Let's table talk a bit. What's on the plate tonight?
What we can start with you. What do you
You
what
banging
do you
it
have to
with-
dish out?
What do I have to dish out?
What do you have to take out of the oven today?
I would really like to talk
Talk.
and in admiration of the life, not so much the death of, but of Stephen Hawking. We lost a great one today.
Our guy.
Yo, that's an automatic.
I
That has to be one.
no, that's
No,
not
no.
that's not derogatory.
I guess
Well,
not.
No,
it's
regardless of derogatory, that has to be one. Just for the. Just
How
for the
are you
slip
messing up already?
I tried to say guy. I don't know why.
I was trying to have a sincere moment.
Just for the slip up, that has to be one.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Okay.
That was
But yeah.
really cool of you, Dom.
No, so
My friend.
age of 73, March 14th, passed away. Theoretical physicist.
Physicist. Physicist. Yeah.
Smart guy. He was
Smart
he was
guy.
he was a pretty smart dude.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
we ain't
he
talking
passed away.
Family Channel, smart guy.
No, we ain't talking Family Channel, smart guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's crazy too, cause he had Lou Gehrig's disease, right?
Also known as. Is that ALS?
Yeah, it's ALS.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I should have got what you're saying there, but yeah, also known as ALS.
ALS.
Yeah, so he was diagnosed with it at
21, I think.
yeah 20
Something like early 20s.
Like when he was young. Yeah.
yeah, and they told him he had 2.5 years to live, and then he was like, "Nah, fam, I got things I gotta do on this planet." And boom, man, like his major discovery in his field was this whole idea of black hole radiation. So he pretty much theorized about how black holes like emit radiation and that's how they shrink. So black holes actually don't grow, as most people think. I think most people think that.
I honestly I feel like. I mean, I have no input on if they grow or not.
Fair enough. I always thought they grew, honestly, because I don't know. I just thought black holes got bigger. I don't know why. I just thought that, but it turns out they don't. They shrink. They shrink. So yeah. So he's known for that, and he was also like a huge. Now I'm gonna throw this out there in the universe, and I know you two are probably gonna jump ship with this, but he was big on the many worlds theory, which is pretty much in quantum mechanics.
What is quantum mechanics?
Man, who really knows? Quantum mechanics is pretty much how the universe functions, in a sense. I may stay very vague with it. If you're that curious, pick up a book.
As if how the universe works isn't vague enough.
Yeah, well, that's as vague as I'm gonna get with
Yeah.
it. It's pretty much it uses with quantum mechanics you can use theory or experimentation or whatever, but it on a quantum level how things function, right? So the many worlds theory is pretty much that for every possibility, there was another universe.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was him. Like,
He didn't come up with that,
but
but
he backs it up.
he's a huge believer in it, right?
He was a huge
And the
believer.
thing that's kind of great about that is that means if his beliefs are true, then he's not really dead. It's just that like our Steven,
version of him.
our version of him is dead,
Okay.
but he lives on in like infinite amount of universes and whatnot,
Yeah.
and that's kind of his whole belief system in that regard.
Wasn't that this kind of like the same, not same, but like around the same idea of Interstellar?
Interstellar was more
Like time?
they dealt with
Like time, not time travel, but traveling through space over long periods of
yeah,
time.
like they use wormholes
Oh, okay, yeah,
sort
yeah, I
of
was
as a
thinking wormholes, yeah.
way to travel back in time. Like they deal with sort of quantum mechanic things as well, because like, man, when you start talking about stuff like that, like I don't know about you guys actually. Well, I think the two of you don't really care about physics much, right?
No.
No, that's
I
not
mean,
your cup
like,
of tea.
I can appreciate its importance, but like, I
Yeah.
don't like know anything enough to.
Yeah, because like when you start, yeah, you as well, right? You're not.
Yeah,
If it does involve Drake, you don't really care.
yeah. It's
we'll
not
get
hype beastie.
Okay. But yeah, like for me, like I've always been fascinated by like kind of like the oddity theories they have on it.
Mhm.
Cause like you know everyone knows the whole Schrodinger's cat thing, right?
The what?
Is that with like the poison or whatever?
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
I haven't heard of it. Maybe I
You
have.
really have?
Maybe I have, but I just don't.
It's like this whole thing where it's like,
Brief summary.
okay, there's this guy named Schrodinger.
Okay. He had a cat?
He had this thought experiment, pretty much. That's what they call it, where it's like you don't actually do it, but it's just kind of to provoke thought. Where he says if you put a cat in a box with a poison vial that can explode at any second, while that cat's in that box, it's both dead and alive. Because you can't prove it's dead and you can't prove it's alive.
Oh, okay.
So it's both.
Right.
That's like a whole quantum physics sort of thought experiment and whatnot. I mean, we start getting into the thick of it like that. Like, I don't know, I find physics interesting in that regard because it's wild as all hell with the, you know, thoughts like that, right? So, I mean, that's why I respect Stephen Hawking, man. Because, you know, it's not too often that someone who dies that makes the news has actually had such a huge impact on the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, such a positive impact.
And that's
Yeah,
just it, you know what I mean?
And
That's the word. Positive.
I feel like Stephen Hawking is one of those guys where it's like you never really think about like his death. Like previously, like I knew he
Yeah.
was old and he did suffer from ALS, but I was never like, oh, like he might die when he gets like, you know, not quite like as old as most people might get. But like when it just comes out of nowhere, everyone's like, oh man, like
It's almost like there was nothing wrong with him. Like the way he died, like people just kind of like, oh wow, like I get what I'm trying to elaborate on what you said, but it's kind of like there's nothing ever wrong with Stephen Hawking when he died.
Yeah, it was one of those, like the last one that caught me off guard as much as this was Steve Irwin when he died.
I think mine was Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams was a pretty bad one too, actually.
Yeah.
Robin
Heath
Williams
Ledger.
took me like a year to
Yeah,
accept.
Heath Ledger's was tough.
Heath Ledger's wasn't so bad for me.
okay, who besides Stephen Hawking, but we've just mentioned like 3 like TV movie.
Right.
Who besides people in like the TV movie industry would you say is like
Huge?
huge that died? Where
The
you're-
last big one would have been Steve Jobs, I'd say. That was pretty big.
Steve Jobs. Okay, I wouldn't say Steve Jobs only because like we all saw it coming. Because he had cancer, right?
Yeah, okay, fair.
And I was about to say, Jack Layton, but we also saw that coming, and with Rob Ford, we also saw that coming.
I didn't see that coming. He seemed like he was on the right path.
Yeah, I guess.
Rest in peace, Rob Ford.
Yeah, no, but that's
my
the
guy.
thing. Like outside, if you go outside of like entertainment,
A lot of people don't care.
a lot of people don't care, which is why it's like when stuff like this happens, it's really nice like to see the impact on social media with how many like things like Complex or whoever is doing kind of like pushing the fact that like this was like a huge person that passed away. And it's really good to see that, man, because like God forbid Kanye West died. Like the world would go on pause. You know what I mean? Like that would be like a huge thing if Kanye West dropped dead today.
Yeah.
That would be stock
How do you
markets
think
would
he would
crash.
die if he died today? Like if we
Probably-
were done filming this,
And he
It-
died
and
right
we
now.
found out like and we checked our phones.
How would he die?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. Probably getting drowned in like one of his oversized like crew necks. He got lost in the crew neck. Never found him again.
Lost in the crew.
Probably suffocated while eating like Kim's ass or something like that.
True.
Are we counting that as a swear?
No. No.
Ass? Good try.
That was a good protest. Because
Oh,
you
what?
said it twice, so I mean,
Yeah.
if you lost that,
I'm confident.
He doubled down on it,
I don't.
that was alright.
just like Kanye would have done. Doubled down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well,
Speaking
yeah,
of doubles.
let's move on.
Speaking of doubles.
Speaking of doubles,
I don't know.
I
Cam
want to
said-
see
Cam
where this is
said
going to
speaking of
go,
doubles.
man.
Speaking of doubles, last night, the most infinite Twitch streamer known to
That
mankind
was such a good one.
doubled down and duoed up with
Oh.
the sixth god himself, Drizzy Drake.
That was such a good one.
Yeah, he's done better. It was good, but he's
I've done better, but that was a good one.
That was a good one. That was
That,
good.
that caught me off guard. Let's talk about.
Yo, but
What do
first
you
of
Yeah,
all,
let's talk
but
about
first of all, Martino did cut off my first segue
Oh, I saw it coming.
with the views.
Oh, yeah. I
What was my segue going to be? Was it about like views as in like the album or views as in what they did?
would say views is what they did.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
No, I said
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, no,
Anyways, so yeah, last night, I don't know, many of our viewers probably have heard of, maybe watched. If not, for those of you who don't know, Ninja
You may know
is
this guy named Drake.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
Who's yours?
Okay, here we go.
So
So Ninja is a professional Fortnite player.
For Twitch.
No, like he's signed to like a team.
Really? That's a thing in Fortnite?
Yeah. You can look it up. It is. He's a professional Fortnite player. Because Fortnite.
okay, say the story first, and then I have a ton of questions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Same.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
okay. We're
So, yeah,
doing
anyways.
Q&A after this.
So he was more known for being a professional Halo player first, right? He retired, started streaming on,
Retired.
took a break, leave of absence, whatever, right?
Right.
Started streaming Fortnite, just became a god in Fortnite. You
He
guys have
is-
seen that,
he's
like this
really
guy is
good.
He's
crazy.
insane.
He's
Anyways, a couple streams ago, I think maybe a couple weeks ago, he reacted live to Drake following him on Instagram,
right.
which was pretty cool. And then
I love that.
yeah, that was so cool.
I love that Drake is really that guy that like just wants to stay home sometimes and play video games.
Yo, and it's crazy because a lot of people are saying like, oh, like he probably doesn't know anything about Ninja. Like he's probably just seen him popped up here and there. But like during the live stream, Drake was like, oh yeah, like I used to watch like all your live streams. Like you're so nasty, blah blah blah. Like I used to watch you play Halo sometimes. So like he's been watching Ninja. Anyways, the story is that they actually broke a Twitch record last night.
Okay.
The like most amount of views ever is over 1 million for like a Dota or League of Legends tournament.
Right.
But I think like the individual one is now held by him, and they had like 630,000 people watching. So it started off with Ninja and Drake duoing for a couple games.
Right.
They ran probably a handful of games, and then Juju Schuster, who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Okay.
also hit up Drake and Ninja and was like, yo, let me run. And as soon as that happened, like social media blew up. Like Lil Yachty started hitting them up, Travis Scott,
No.
Well,
Tory Lanez, like
Lil Yachty plays though.
yo, yeah, he's part of FaZe. He's been like inducted into like the FaZe team and whatnot. Same with Juju Schuster now.
Yeah, I saw because his was FaZe Juju.
Yeah, which is crazy too, because they don't even play video games. They're like
Yeah.
athletes and entertainers. Anyways, moral of this, not moral, but like to conclude and to go on with the story. Evening goes on. Travis Scott now joins.
So now
it's,
we got a full squad.
so it's Drake, Travis Scott, and Ninja, right? So they're waiting on Juju Schuster to work out his whole Twitch Fortnite issue. So Drake starts calling people, and he calls in Jimmy Prime, who's an artist from Toronto, which is crazy. He's just like, oh yeah, I'll get my boy in. Boom, he's in. They got what was that guy's name? Kim.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like the founder of Mega Upload or something like that.
Yeah.
Huge. I didn't
Did you
even
know that guy at one point. He was the #1 Call of Duty 4 player in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know who he was, and then Adrian told me, and I looked it up, and this guy's like the founder of a website. That's huge.
Yo, that's actually dope.
So like
I'm
this
actually
live,
upset I didn't watch
this live stream was not just like Drake and Ninja playing. Like there was tons of people.
This was like entertainment.
This
like,
was
at its finest.
This was like arguably probably the biggest Twitch stream that has ever happened. Maybe not like views wise, but like in the sense of social media impact. Like I guarantee if you went on Instagram right now, you'd see at least like 10 memes. Not
this
even
was
memes.
on like House of Highlights, The Score.
Yeah, like
Man, I haven't seen anything about this.
like athletic stuff was covering this.
I'm living in a rock, man.
It was crazy, and there's so many like funny tidbits that were going on. Like there was one kind of exchange that happened where like Travis Scott got downed, right, and Ninja died, and then Jimmy was down at the bottom, and Travis Scott was like, Drake was healing. He was like, "Yo, bless me with the hands," and Drake's like, I got you." And then like, you know when you're getting healed, and, like the timer's going down, you hear Travis Scott going like 2, 1, God's plan, let's get it. And he gets off. It was Travis Scott was like the highlight of the stream. It was so funny.
Yo, I love that they all play and they're all kind of like friends and they just want to like play video games.
That's so funny.
That's
though.
why I
That's
thought it was
great.
so cool because it was like Ninja, who's like the biggest Twitch streamer,
God.
biggest Fortnite player, and then there's Drake, who's like the biggest in the game right now, right?
I didn't really watch the stream. I saw like the highlights and stuff, but like, how are they performing? Besides Ninja, obviously.
Ninja was carrying the whole team. Let's be
Oh yeah,
honest.
Ninja
Yeah,
was,
but
There's
but-
no way they.
no, but Drake got a couple bodies. He had a game where he had like 2 or 3 kills.
That's
which-
all right. That's better
That's
than my
not bad.
average
Like
game.
Yeah.
if you play Fortnite, like 2 to 3 kills is a good amount of kills.
That's all right.
So that's how you know that
Like he plays.
this isn't his first game.
Yeah,
Like he's been playing. He's probably played a few times, and his friends had to like get off, and he's like, "All right, I'm just gonna play."
Well, I'm sure
no,
what
but it's his
happened
own account too.
is like he followed Ninja, and probably soon after, like I'd say within a day, was like, "Yo, let me come on the stream." Ninja was all for it, and then Drake just like boot camp.
No, he was saying that he's been playing since I think he said January or February.
Wait, so you were playing on PC as well, weren't you?
No, so this is what happened. This was interesting. Ninja was on PC. Drake and Travis Scott were on PS4, and Juju was on PC.
Saying they have PSN then, eh?
Yeah. So yeah, they were trying to add each other, like Travis Scott and Drake, and they couldn't because like their friends list just kept fucking
That's right.
overflowing. Like they couldn't add each other because
Their names would be in the top corner.
yeah, so their names were like in the top of the screen.
They should have added each other first.
Yeah, but like they didn't think of that.
They
and,
didn't
like,
think about that.
their friends list was full. Like even with like auto decline, it was still full. Like it was 20 minutes of the stream for them to add each other.
Oh my god.
Like at one point in the stream, Ninja was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit up Epic, the guys who created Fortnite." He's like, "I'm gonna make sure they can figure this out." Like he literally hit up Epic,
I could see that happening.
and they figured it out.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
crazy.
I remember before too with like, cause he also used to do I think he used to do World of Warcraft as well, didn't he?
He played it. He was also big on PUBG and H1Z1.
Yeah, like every game Ninja touches.
He's amazing
really
at it.
good.
Just so people know out there, like Ninja's just like his username.
Yeah, his
Actually,
real
I don't
name's,
know.
his first
Tyler
name's
Belvin?
Tyler something.
Yeah.
And he's not even like, I'd probably say he's like around our age.
Yeah, like just
26.
like
Yeah,
like
it's
generally
around our
speaking, I'm sure most of you will know what Twitch is, but it's pretty much like it's just a streaming service that's ran. Imagine YouTube but live. That's Twitch pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
YouTube has live, but Twitch's main
That's
thing.
that's
is
all they
live.
got. Yeah, it's just people go on there.
and watch and it's not even just for gaming. Like there's people that live
Yeah.
stream cooking,
Yeah, like it's primarily gaming,
tons of stuff.
but like
Dominic's on there. Follow Dominic on Twitch.
No, we should do it.
we could do Twitch.
That'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually could do a Twitch. Yeah.
We'll think about that if someone put in their phones.
Hey, you know what? If Drake hits us up, I'm down for it to do Twitch.
Yo, like even though, let me I'll conclude and then I'll ask you guys a couple
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
But yo, even though like I was fanboying so hard last night,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I just thought it was like mad cool that like that actually happened. Not just like Drake, but like literally the whole culture
Yeah, that's dope.
came around one video game.
That's
You know
that's
what I
pretty
mean?
much like your life. If like the owner of
you're-
Supreme got on after, that would have been it. You would have been good.
Like yo, Ninja's like I'm not saying his career wasn't anything, but like after that night, it just like it put
just-
him on
it
the
just
map.
skyrocketed.
It put him on the map for people that had no idea who
Not
he
even
was.
him though. Put Twitch on the map.
Even for like there's a couple of memes where it's like, oh, like girls were talking, like it's like girl, like, oh, anime is so dumb, and it's like Michael B. Jordan, like, oh, I love anime.
Yeah.
And then it's like girls are like, oh, I hate Fortnite, it's so dumb, and it's like Drake plays Fortnite with Ninja, and it's like, oh my god, I love Fortnite, it's the best game ever. Like Drake just, it was awesome.
Yeah, no, that's really dope actually. I'm kind of upset I don't watch it because I'm not big on streams.
Yeah, I was gonna hit you up, but I knew you were sleeping, and I didn't want to.
I don't have the attention span for them.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, like it's just like, oh.
But yo, it was funny because like when they started up, Drake was like, yeah, like I can't build, like just take all my materials. So whenever he got materials, he just emptied it out for Ninja to build.
That's so funny. It's funny too because I like to imagine like not watching it, just knowing bits about their life, like. If you base them on the average gamer, like you'd have Travis Scott, who's always that guy in the lobby that he's playing. And you hear his kid like crying in the background, but that's Travis Scott. Drake's the one that's like, "Mom, like hold on, like, I'm coming out 5 minutes." Like that. Like I like to imagine it like that. It's so funny.
No, it was awesome. I thought it was mad cool that just like the whole culture and like. Just everyone focused on
that sounds dope. I'm really excited to
so
see
cool.
that. But whatever.
But yeah, you guys were going to question me about the professional Fortnite.
I was gonna ask two things.
Okay.
So the first one was, do you guys call it esports? And if not, why? And if yes, why?
I do.
Why?
Because that's what it's called. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. Do you call it a sport?
That's because there's a big issue once. I remember Jimmy Kimmel.
Right.
Got a lot of flack because something about like esports, and
he said it wasn't a sport or something like that?
He was saying, I think it honestly had to do with like live streaming or something, and he was like, oh, I don't know why people would like watch other people play video games. Like,
I think you called them like losers or something. I think I remember the exact incident you're talking about, and it's not a sport. It does take skill though. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, because the people that are like professional Call of Duty players, like it may sound dumb calling someone professional, but like if you go up against those guys, any of like these professional gamers, they'll 100%.
Yeah, like we consider ourselves pretty good.
But like around above average.
Above average for sure.
I'm below average, 100%. Watch the gameplays, you guys will find out.
But yeah, like if we were to like,
if you were to go up against Ninja in Fortnite, it would be
done. But here's the thing as well, like even if you, and this is what I mean, like it's definitely, I won't call it a sport, but the industry there, like it can compete with like MLS, like if you take Major League Soccer,
yeah,
esports for sure. Like if you look at the advertising in it, if you look at like the contestants, if you look at everything, like the production value in these things, like it's crazy. If you guys haven't seen it, just search a like Dota esport or something like that.
Yeah, or like call it like CWL finals.
Yeah, like search any esport online and you'll see like how crazy these things are.
And it's still like on the rise too.
Yeah,
it's just on the rise.
I'd say it hasn't even come to its peak yet.
No, it won't peak for a long time.
I'd say it's like at least 10 years out of its peak.
Yo, because it's crazy because Dominic and I used to watch Optic Scump, and he would like do like post-tournament vlogs, and like the winners of these tournaments would get like $500,000.
Oh, it's crazy.
Like there's so much in, like it's not just like a trophy, like there's cash to be made.
I could see esports being a bigger industry than the NFL one day.
I can see like an esports final being like top 10 events watched in a year. Like it's, you know, when like at the end of the year, like
more, I'd say like top 3. Because if you take, because the thing about esports is they're international. Like you
think it would be up there with the World Cup?
Yeah, I think it would be. Well,
in terms of what, like numbers?
Numbers, I think so.
Viewership, yeah.
Because I'd say more North Americans would watch esports than they would the World Cup, and I'd also say all of Asia would be watching pretty much these esports events.
Honestly, like with esports, I'd say like the whole world would watch it. I don't think there'd be one country that I could think of off the top of my head that wouldn't watch it.
I could see it becoming like a huge, because it's already like a massive thing.
It's massive.
Like these events are crazy for these tournaments.
Like even like with Fortnite, because they're trying to go into the competitive thing. I don't know how they're going to do it though.
I was about to ask that because they sometimes have invitational lobbies,
Yeah.
but they don't have like
They don't have tournaments.
Like ranked.
yeah, like you can't jump into like a 4v4.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Like-
fair enough. Like I guess.
I haven't done my research on it. Like I've only heard people talk about it, but it sounds like it's just kind of like.
Invite by Epic.
Yeah, it sounds like there's like 100 people that they invite. Maybe they can reduce it down to like 50 or 40 or whatever, and then they'll just throw them in the match.
It makes sense if they did tournament style where every season, because that's what they do, right? Like seasons, like on Fortnite, they just take
like the battle
because
pass.
you know when you have the world rankings,
Yeah.
just hit the top 100,
There, yeah.
done, and there's your tournament. Like they just do a tournament like that. Top 100 players, throw them all in the lobby, and then just watch them go at it. That's the closest way I could see them doing a tournament.
for the solos.
For the solos,
Yeah,
you wouldn't be
because
able to do
that's different,
teams, because how the hell would you do that?
I mean,
No,
you couldn't
I-
do teams.
I wouldn't even say it like that. I'd say like
Because like
you have to
is-
like register, kind of.
Because Ninja's like he's signed. I think it's like Elevate. That's like the team name. He's
How
like,
does that even work?
they pay him to play.
But that's the thing, like,
It's like
okay,
Optic
so
and
is it a
FaZe.
team?
It's like a team, but he's a professional player for. So it's like the FaZe clan, right?
Yeah.
There's like the Call of Duty FaZe team, CS:GO, blah blah blah.
But-
For Fortnite, I don't know how it works though.
But if he's paid to play, that means he has to be making, like, dividends somehow. Like, he has to be in tournaments or something.
Yeah, but they haven't done any tournaments yet.
So who's paying him? I don't get, like, why would you pay someone to play when you don't see any return?
Sometimes he wears
like
their
they have
jersey and stuff.
So is he sponsored?
No, he's part of the team. But like when you're watching a stream, right?
Mhm.
There's like not links, but there's like pop-ups for like team gear, like buy like the team jersey.
So,
buy-
yeah, that sounds like a sponsorship to me more than...
But no, he's like a part of the team. If you look it up, it says he's in like the team.
Like,
of-
he's definitely not... I don't want to say contracted because he would be
Me-
maybe sponsored.
Maybe they like when Fortnite was
'cause that's
still
what you're saying. Like
There's no way for him to make... Like,
no I know, but
if you paid someone to play, you can't get that money returned back from their play style.
what if, which could be really start by Elevate
Mhm.
or whatever team he's on.
Yeah, Elevate.
I think it's something like
What
Something like that.
what they may be thinking is like, oh, Fortnite is popping off right now,
Mm-hmm.
so let's sign him to our team now,
that. Yeah.
pay him however much, and once Fortnite begins having ranked play, he's already on our team.
Yeah. And
You
then
know?
I
If,
see, like I had the curve, kind of.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
if like Fortnite's over, they can kind of put him as a free agent. Not even trying to be like a joke, but like they could throw him out there.
Yeah, they could try and
Well, that's how
sell.
it works. Like,
Yeah.
I know there's this guy. I don't know his name. It's not coming to me now. But he bought. What's that game that the makers of World of Warcraft made? The shooter.
Oh, Overwatch.
Overwatch. He bought an Overwatch team for $10 million.
Yeah.
It's 5 dudes.
It's crazy.
It's 5 guys that can play a video game very well. $10 million.
Not
it
even
costs.
very well. These guys are phenomenal at video
Yeah.
games.
Oh, he bought them, and I think he's already made like $4 million off of them.
Yeah, because what happens is they probably stream when they practice, not like as a team practice.
No,
but,
no.
like, individually.
But that's the thing, which is what I don't get with this, is that when you buy a team, like the contract is, it's like the same as buying any team. Like you don't make money off of their sponsorships,
no, you're
you-
making money off of them.
off
and-
their wins. Like that's it. Like off their,
But you're also making
Yeah.
money off of them advertising your brand.
Yeah.
yeah, you make money off of that.
Because the thing is I don't think there's been an organized Fortnite tournament yet. I think
I don't
they're
think so
making
either.
them.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could do it, but yeah, that's the thing.
That's why, because like if you go to like if you watch a streamer, even like his YouTube channel, you'll actually see like it's like my team, Elevate, blah blah blah. Here's like the gear you can buy. You can buy like an Elevate scuff controller, stuff like that.
I could see like a nice like 8 teams going in like a smaller area.
Like the storm's already closed.
Or
Of
down.
yeah,
the
the store's
map.
already closed off.
Yeah. And it's random every time.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like half the map or something. Because like 8 teams or like.
Or,
Or
they
like a
could even do
quarter
like the like 5 teams of 5 teams of 4, and make it like a lot smaller than the actual size, like
Yeah.
half the map.
And then they run that like 5 or 6 times.
And then like
Or like 5 or
it's a
7 or
round.
9 or
Yeah.
whatever like that.
That's the thing, man. Like,
I think if they did that, I think it could contend for being one of the most watched esports games. Of all
I
time.
doubt it. I doubt it.
I would watch that.
Because what's it called, Dota.
I know.
Okay, besides that,
but
yeah.
think of the hype of Fortnite right now.
Even then, like the people that are hyped about it, the majority of them just play it. Like myself, like I love Fortnite. Don't get me wrong.
You wouldn't watch it though.
No, because I'm with Jimmy Kimmel on this. I would never watch a game that I could just play.
Yeah, but you could say that about any sport.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
No, that's the thing. I'm terrible at sports, and I hate playing sports.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're bad at it. You could still play basketball.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fair enough. But I hate playing sports. I love watching them. But to be active is just like a thing in my life where it's like, nah, screw that. I just work.
Because I can see what
Okay.
he's saying, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's the same with sports.
Because like for me to like sit down, because I watch everything on my phone, right? So to me, sit down and then watch a game like this instead of just holding a controller like this and looking at a screen.
Let me ask you this though. What about those times when we hit you up to get on and you're in bed? You could easily be watching it then instead of playing.
No, but that's the thing. I watch YouTube content.
Mhm.
And fair enough, I watch them play games, but it's not games I have first and foremost.
But
Or
you
games
watch,
that I want to buy even.
do you watch Rainbow Six games highlights?
I've seen a few compilations.
There we go.
Do you
I've seen a few, I won't lie.
Have you watched some Fortnite compilations?
I've seen Ninja, but that's only based off the recommendation.
But you've watched it.
Yeah, but
How many?
2.
It's more than one.
Yeah, I know, but I've only watched them because of you two.
You've watched Hutch too.
You watch Hutch.
That's also because of him. Because here's my thing, like
You wouldn't go out of your way to watch it. Like if I didn't recommend something to you, you wouldn't go out and look for it.
I would never watch a stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch like the compilations they have on YouTube.
Like the highlights or whatever.
Yeah, because I find it interesting to watch. Like, I'll give this. I admire watching someone like do something insane in a game when I know from playing it
You can do.
how hard it is to do.
Okay, but that's like watching Ninja every game.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, but
Especially if you watch it live.
It's even crazier.
Yeah, but I can like level it to myself because when I watch one of the highlights, it's like 10 minutes. But why would you watch someone play for 2 hours when you could?
Because that highlight is just one. In a game, he does that like 6 to 10 times in a game. So it's just
Like I'll watch live streams in the morning when I'm eating breakfast.
yeah. So I'll do it before I go to bed.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had this conversation before. I don't do it
Like
before bed.
for me, it's kind of like I do it in the morning now, but like a live stream to me is kind of more like it's the lowest. Like I'm not trying to degrade it in any way, but it's like the lowest commitment that you could throw in to watch something. Because if you're watching a YouTube video, you kind of have to pay attention to it. With a live stream, you can kind of like listen to it in the background.
Yeah.
Because it's on for so long.
How distracted are you? Don't watch it then.
No, but I mean like you could be like on your phone, like checking Instagram, and the live stream's going on.
I can do that with YouTube perfectly. I don't know, man.
But yo, YouTube's kind of more designated to like watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
As
I
a
see what you're
live
saying,
stream.
but then you're just watching. So you're watching streams as like background noise, pretty much.
No, like I'll watch it, but I'm saying like
So let's watch YouTube then.
I personally would rather watch like Ninja live.
I don't know,
stream.
cause here's my thing. Like with streamers, a lot of the content is really just them. From what I've seen from Twitch, you have 2 types of Twitch personality. You have 3.
Okay.
You have hot chicks,
Mhm.
which killing on there. You have people that are big on Twitch because they're big on Twitch. They're like Kim Kardashian's of Twitches. Like they were
Yeah.
in there early in the game.
Like Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect, Greek, or whatever his name is. There's a
okay.
few of them. There's a few people on Twitch
Yeah.
that are big because they got in the game early
And they've just
accumulated the
bossed
people.
everyone. Yeah.
So now because they're self-perpetuatingly big, right?
Mhm.
And then you have people that are incredible at games that they play.
Yeah.
You have those 3, right? And for me, the content that I like in my spare time, either I'm playing games with you guys,
Mhm.
either we're tearing up the stacks, or
Shout out to TikTok.
Like
Shut-
hair in the sticks.
Shout out to TikTok. Or I'm watching like YouTube video game content. Don't get me wrong.
But it's not like it's like kind of chopped up gameplay, like Funhouse type thing.
Yeah, like I'm not watching it for the skill of the player, but more so the
The
personalities.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Of the
Okay,
people playing.
fair enough.
So that's my whole thing with it.
No, that's fair enough.
And I like the short videos. Ironically enough, I post hour videos.
Yeah, I know.
I know, ironically enough, but like I like the shorter videos because for that reason, I like to do stuff in between. Watch a 5-minute clip.
Yeah.
Have a snack.
But you would have watched like the Drake.
I would have.
I don't think anyone would have purposely said no to that.
I would have watched that. Would I have watched, like, would I have stayed with it? No.
But you would have watched it for like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got a good laugh out of it. That would be funny. It would have been funny just because of the contrast.
Yeah.
Seeing Drake in a position
We were.
of like a Twitch streamer, which
Yeah.
they never look normal. I've never seen a normal Twitch streamer.
I wish Drake had a camera on him.
Yeah, like a face cam.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Because it was Ninja's live stream.
Oh, fair, I guess. Well, you could split the screens, can't you?
I don't know.
I think you can.
It was more like a Ninja.
He just like
stream.
invited him to his lobby. Yeah, the
Yeah.
mic. Even though he only got 2 bodies, I mean, so did OJ, and I think that's our next topic.
Damn. That's a segue.
That's a segue.
That one was quick, too.
I'm proud of that. That's a good.
That's
one.
a good one.
That's a good. Yo, man, I'm sorry we lost this week.
Yeah, but I've
It's still, it's not over. We're only 36 minutes in. We'll see about the audio. I think the audio may have been messed up the first 20 minutes, but my mic may have been down. But anyway, let's talk some OJ.
Let's talk.
Speaking of some OJ, now
Just like the Uno card, like reverse. That's fine. Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
So not too long ago, this week,
He murdered Nicole.
he murdered.
Wait, he.
No,
I was just gonna say what?
No, I was just
No,
laying down
so-
there, bro.
when. So do you know how he released that book called "If I Did It"?
How could I forget?
That was a great read, by the way.
That's so funny, man. Yeah, no, I know exactly.
Okay,
what
so when he released that, he also did like a filmed interview, which
Failed or filmed?
filmed,
Oh, sorry.
which didn't get released until this week because it was under the rights of like the Goldman and the Brown family.
Right.
Okay.
So they chose that it was the right time to release the video, and it's called The Lost Confession. And like I didn't watch the whole thing because it's like an hour or so. I watched probably like 25 minutes, like the good parts, right?
Right.
You know,
Got the juicy bits.
the
See what I
juicy
did there?
bits.
You
Yeah.
like that, eh?
No, but it was very chilling.
So
Like
it is?
like you'd listen to it and there'd be like chills running down your back.
I
Like
could see that, yeah. Like,
So,
like
like,
he was
he-
being like too specific almost. I could see.
I mean, okay, like I can get into it, but like
Dude,
I don't wanna
he's
watch it,
he
though.
said some things that were like. Do you want me to spoil it? I mean, I don't know.
I kind of want to watch it. That's the thing.
It's kind of like it might seem boring because it's like kind of grainy footage because it's from 2006
Yeah.
and he's just sitting down. But like,
Before you spoil it, does
Then-
this mean this could be our first official spoiler alert right now?
I mean, if you think OJ did it or not, it's up to you. But like,
But
if
he
you,
didn't.
if you want me to spoil that part,
But he didn't do it. That's the thing.
if the glove
The glove didn't.
the glove
fit.
didn't fit.
I was gonna say spoiler alert. If you don't want to know if OJ killed someone or not, I mean,
He didn't do it. I'm with you guys.
pause the video. and
Anyway,
watch something
Whatever.
first.
But,
The juice
yeah,
back,
that was gone.
Basically, what happened was, so the publisher of the book, or the editor or something,
Right.
is the one that did the interview with him
Okay.
Okay.
in 2006, and he basically talked to his lawyers, and he was like, no,
The editor.
the editor got an email or a
Right.
call or something, and it was like, OJ wants to confess, and she was like, what?
Mhm.
Like, why me? Like, I don't understand. He's like, he wants to confess to the murders, but only under a hypothetical, so his kids don't think that he did it. Those were like verbatim words, basically, right?
Huh.
So
Right.
they go for the interview, and I have it up right now, the really good part.
Okay.
But essentially, what happens is like he's very specific with what he says, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of sick to watch because he's like laughing and like smiling about it.
Oh no.
And there's one part, the part that like everyone wants to know, basically, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah, I walked into her house or her condo or
And
apartment,
this
wherever
is
she
all
was.
hypothetical.
Well, she didn't say that yet, but what he does
Yeah.
is she's like, oh, like what happened that night? And he goes, well, I walked into Nicole's house and Charlie followed behind me. And nobody knows about this guy named Charlie. Like, he wasn't in the case at all.
Yeah.
But people are speculating Charlie's like his alter ego. Because then he's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, like this.
I didn't bring a knife, but Charlie brought the knife.
Okay.
So people are either speculating it's his alter ego, or it's like
his cover up almost.
it's his cover up, or when he does cocaine, that could be like his personality. So he's like, yeah, Charlie came behind me and he brought the knife just in case. And he's like, yeah, me and Nicole were arguing and she fell to the ground. And then Ron got into a karate stance.
Who's wrong?
Ron Goldman?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was like another alter
No,
ego.
no,
I was
no.
like, holy.
I thought we were just talking about like Split for a second.
No, she goes, Ron got into a karate stance. And then OJ goes, what do you think you're gonna do? Beat me up? And then he's like, yeah, we got into like a scuffle or something like that, and then I blacked out, and then I woke up, and you know, there were things around me. And she was like, what kind of things? And he's like, you know, like blood and everything, like bodies.
Oh my God.
And then she was like, so you killed them? And he's like, oh, by the way, this is all hypothetical, by the way. I have to say that. And she was like, okay. And he's like laughing too, kind of.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, that on its own is like,
I gotta watch this after.
Yeah, I'm really.
he's talking from very personal things, like, I blacked out, I was there, I was arguing, he was talking to me, to, oh yeah, this is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
And then she goes, okay, well, what about like the missing piece, like the glove?
Right.
She goes, and no, he goes, yeah, like those are my gloves or something like that.
You said they are or they aren't?
They are.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, like I have those gloves. And she's like, and you left the glove there? And he says something like, well, I have one and I had them on and one is still at the place. So you do the math.
I'm not saying I did, but
He's like, I must have left it there. And it's like, you know.
that's crazy. So
what if there is a real Charlie out there?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of conspiracies.
Which Dom doesn't want to get into,
man.
right?
I'm not going to talk into them because there's like too many.
So, okay, hold on. Let's just do a quick recap.
Okay.
This video, what's it called?
The Lost Confession.
The Lost Confessions came out. It was filmed.
It was filmed in 2006.
So is this, my bad, was this after he got off?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
he
Okay,
got
okay.
off in 2000 and like in 2000 or something like
Okay,
that.
so it's,
Was
okay,
it the
okay.
90s he got off?
When was the murders?
I thought it was like because the boy
Maybe in
Rob
the 90s.
Kardashian
Yeah, I
helped
think
him
it was.
out.
I'm not sure.
Because Rob Kardashian helped him out. If you haven't seen that on Netflix, that was
Yeah,
really good.
yeah, that was that's right.
That was really cool.
So, Lost interview, right?
Lost Confessions.
Lost Confessions.
And it's everywhere. Like, it's not like you have to like pay to watch. I don't think. Like there's clips everywhere. I don't know how it's gonna work because we're recording the audio off my laptop. But should I just try and play it? Because I have it up ready, right where the part is.
Do you want to? We could give it a go. Every day's a school day. We'll,
I think Charlie had followed this guy and wanted to make sure it was no problem. Then he brought the knife. And as things got heated, I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself. And
See,
this guy
he
came
remembers.
into a karate thing. And I said, well, you think you kicked my ass? And I remember I grabbed the knife. I do
He
remember
grabbed it.
that portion, taking the knife from Charlie. And to be honest, after that, I don't remember. Except I'm standing there and there's all kind of stuff around and
What kind of stuff?
blood and stuff around. You know, I hate to say this, but this is I'm sorry.
You see what I mean?
Don't forget.
So we'll see how the audio works with that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just like clip it in the video. But
Yeah.
if the audio doesn't work out, either way, you guys could just search Lost Confessions.
yeah.
So how long?
What do you guys think of that?
I just need to ask one more question. This happened before the book was released or after?
At
It
the
happened
same
At
time.
the same time, but they didn't release
But they
it.
haven't released it till okay.
Yeah, because the book came out, I think, then.
When I think about this, Cam, you go first.
And on the book, I don't know if you guys have seen the cover of the book. It says, "If I did it," but the "if" is like in size -2 font, and the I did it is like the rest of the book.
I think it's
Do you think he did it?
Yeah.
no, obviously, yeah. Like obviously, like I joke around and say he didn't do it, but like if this is a marketing tactic that he somehow drew up with the Brown family to try and get more sales for the book. Like, I don't know. It just came to the top of my head. Maybe he's doing that.
Mhm.
I think that's a really cool idea that he's doing that.
I mean,
I like that.
No, in all seriousness, I think it's like, it honestly looks like one of those, like, Tales of a Psychopath interview. Like, you know, those things all over.
they were saying how like, because he used to play like professional football, right?
Yeah,
Right.
play for the Raiders, I think. Oh, no, the Bills.
So they were saying how
Bills. Buffalo Bills, yeah.
it's been a lot of there's been a lot of things like in the news about how football players have developed CTE,
What's that?
which is basically like,
Head trauma type.
yeah, it's like a head trauma. It's like a protein buildup in the brain. It like makes you kind of lose your mind or whatever.
That mad cow disease going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can only diagnose it after they're dead, because you have to like cut up the brain
Do
and like look at it.
biopsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
Autopsy?
Autopsy.
What's a biopsy?
it could be. I
Is it a biopsy of the brain?
think biopsy can be from anywhere in your body.
Someone,
But isn't it like when they die, they do an autopsy on the body?
there's something specific about the brain as a name.
Maybe it's a biopsy.
I know for sure someone watching this knows the name.
It's an opsy though.
And if
It's
there's
an
no
option.
comments telling me what it is, I'm just gonna be very upset.
That's the consequence.
Huh.
That's the
We
consequence.
don't want that. But yeah, so
Yeah,
they
that's-
have to be dead to do it.
They have to be dead, and like people are saying like this has to be true, or he's either psychotic.
Do you think he's using that to his advantage?
I don't think so, because it wasn't his choice to release it.
No, but not the video. I think. Do you think he's well aware of this condition and he's trying to use it for himself?
I think he's psychotic. I think honestly, because of how big he was as a football player in his time,
Well, think of Aaron Hernandez.
I think he wanted to make a confession, and higher powers, let's say, had him down, being like, "This isn't happening." Because don't forget, there was the whole police chase on the highway. Like he was not and is not mentally stable. There's no ways around that. Like,
Yeah.
he's messed in the head. I think he wanted to confess, and like he said there, laughing almost about it. He doesn't want to do it, but he has to say it. This is hypothetical, you know what I mean?
I think he's trying to make it as clear to us as possible
That he did it.
that he did it, and like trying to like also show how like the court system can fail. So, you know, just if you have the money.
This is the perfect example of it.
It is the perfect example.
I know what it's also a good point to show how in the States fame as well has like a huge pull.
The only color that matters is green.
Dude.
Yo, that's my new slogan.
Man, Dom, if you watch the videos back, every episode,
Yo, Dom is so smooth.
Dom has a little quote that he throws out there
He redeems himself.
for. I think
for,
Cam's kind of saying.
for almost ruining the podcast today.
Well, we're gonna have to see with this audio, but that'll be after.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I
You can
hope
probably
so.
just clip it in there.
If the audio was bad,
No,
you
no,
guys
no.
are still here.
No, I mean from like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If the first 20 minutes was bad,
We're still here.
and you right now are watching this, kudos to you, man.
Yeah.
Respect.
Shut up.
Because I wouldn't. If the audio was bad for 20 minutes, done.
We're gonna have to add like subtitles.
Can we make them like Spanish though?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can. We can do like Cantonese too.
That would be so funny. Why don't we do that? How hard
It
is that
takes
to
a
do?
while.
I think it's hard to do
I've looked.
because I think we have to put in our own
Yeah, we have
subtitles.
to put in our own subtitles.
Which would be even better.
Yeah, but we have to watch the whole thing over.
And we have to know Cantonese.
You guys are saying this so we don't have Google Translate. Literally, get Google Translate. And
This could be a video. Martino trying to translate our video.
Into like another language.
I'll do it on Twitch.
Martino trying to translate like 5 minutes of our conversation into Cantonese.
I think I could do it no problem.
That'd be a great Twitch.
That'd be a great video.
I'm down to do it. I'll do it on Twitch. I'll try to translate. I'll try to translate an hour of a video into Cantonese.
That'll take you 3 days.
How long do you think it would take you to translate like a whole podcast?
Here's what my
Like
process would be.
Like straight, nonstop.
I think what I would do, honestly, is... Would I be able to get the audio files? Each audio file?
Well, I can give you like just the audio track.
You give me the audio track?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I take the audio track,
Yeah.
break it down to the 3 mics,
Okay.
play one mic at a time, Google Translate, and just let that audio speak into it, and then translate it back to Cantonese.
And then you have to type it in.
Yeah, you have to type it in.
Copy and paste, baby. Copy and paste.
So how long do you think it would take you in the amount of hours?
I think it would probably take me to do a whole table talk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 30 minutes. No, I'm joking. At least 2 hours. I could probably
At least 2 hours because you have to do it for every clip.
Yeah, but a clip. Actually, fair enough. Just to listen to the clip would take an hour.
Yeah.
So actually, at least 6 hours, because I have to listen to 3 different clips
Yeah.
the whole way through.
You're gonna stream for 6 hours?
I've done it before.
You think you could stream
Do I think I could stream?
for more than 6 hours?
I think I and have content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I talk to myself at home, like just to myself all the time. So I think I could do that.
Here's something else too.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
Here's a segue.
Oh yeah, here it goes. You know, it's classic boom.
He always touches his glass.
And the angle has to be right. It's a flip, back, push. Speaking
of copious amounts of hours of streaming.
No, okay, copious. I like it. Go on. You got
Marvel 31-hour movie marathon.
Yeah.
For Infinity War.
Are you involved in this? Are you getting into this?
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Martino and I are actually hosting our own.
We could even Twitch that.
Bang.
I'm down.
Podcast over. There we go. End it like that.
Dude, we'll do a Twitch stream of us watching Marvel movies, no sleep, 31 hours straight.
Down.
Every time you sleep for more.
You gotta get...
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh my god. you people are watching us live discover the best idea we've ever had. That is happening.
Gold. That's gold.
We're gonna have to work on a Twitch account after this.
Yeah,
that's gonna be hilarious.
That's phenomenal.
I'm 100% down.
Down.
When are we doing
Yeah,
this?
let's do that
We should do it.
next week.
We could do it next week.
Where? Here?
Yeah, we'll literally do it here. We'll film. We'll do everything on Twitch. Podcast.
Yeah, the only thing is,
and then right into it.
we have to figure out like the copyright issues with watching the Marvel movies.
We won't play it.
Oh,
we'll have the
us?
camera just facing us.
Okay.
True. Yeah, that's good.
They'll get the audio.
I like that.
But I think you can do the audio just fine because we could just say it's not the movie.
Fair enough.
And who needs the copyright? Marvel's
Plus,
not gonna do it.
plus Twitch like ninjas. play
It's
songs
live.
all the
It's
time,
live.
too.
So like.
Yeah. No, it'll be alright. Yeah, exactly. So look forward to that next week, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a thing that's gonna happen.
It's in the works.
So yeah, I guess how are we looking right now for time?
We're at 53 minutes. I want to bring up one more thing actually.
Okay, here we go.
That
We're
was
pushing it. 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Okay.
11.
Did you guys see the Snapchat? You know how you can like scroll
Oh, like the
right
to all
to
the
like
stories.
the stories,
news,
like the
yeah.
news things, right?
Yeah.
They put out like a would you rather.
Oh, like the.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think
I
I'm
know.
talking about.
There was one would you rather,
Right.
and it was animated and everything, so they put time into it.
Like
Would-
it wasn't just a poll. Like it was. An
Yeah,
actual-
pictures and everything.
Okay.
Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown?
Slapping it.
Wait, I want to see the.
Well, people were like, Rihanna posted on Instagram, and she was like, "Listen, Snapchat, you're not my favorite app, but like you have to be joking. Like, why would you like put about
They're fight pretty
like
much.
physical abuse and just make fun of it like that?"
Yeah. Yeah, actually, fair enough.
That I thought that was like,
You know what
I thought it
though?
was kind of funny though.
I'm gonna seek this back into real quick. We're gonna do quick fire things that happen.
Alright.
Did you guys hear about Katy Perry? How she's getting some slack right now
She
because
kissed
Shut your lips. This is mine. This is mine. She kissed him.
Looks away.
She kissed. She gave him. Oh man.
Cam, what is it?
Cam, shut up. She gave a 17-year-old American.
17?
Yeah, 17, 19, 18.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
She gave a teenager, American Idol teenager, their first kiss without his consent. Go on, do what you're gonna do. I hate you so much.
Just for the record, I actually didn't know his age. I was just trying
Oh,
to
it's 17. It is 17. God, you're a bastard. You're a bastard.
Does that count?
Does that count?
No.
Because if I'm putting one in, that's all going in right now. I hate you.
I don't.
Where's your quick story? Come on. We have, how many more minutes we got? You got 2 minutes to add something.
Shia Labeouf claiming that Kanye West stole his style.
Damn it, he had something.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, he did.
He claimed Kanye West broke into his house and stole all his clothes. Hypothetically. Not hypothetically, but like...
Yeah, no, this
Yo,
was O.J. Simpson.
No, that's actually true.
That is
though.
actually true.
What? He actually did steal his style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
I didn't even like clue into that.
Oh, wait,
Even, like-
wait, hold on. The story is true, but what Shia LaBeouf is saying might
Yeah,
not be.
Shia LaBeouf said that Kanye broke into his house. And
No. I'm saying that Kanye stole his style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that is true. Like, you're confirming.
He's saying...
I agreed that
like
Kanye-
You've seen the pictures.
stole
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Shia LaBeouf's style.
You know what? We might have to add some photos up here. I want to see sides by sides.
I will send you the pictures just so you can... Like,
I have such a clear image in my head of Shia LaBeouf walking down the street wearing like a white t-shirt. I hope I can find this picture.
No, I have a better one. There's one of Shia LaBeouf wearing an oversized ratty crew neck, a dad hat that's not even on his head. It's like this. Socks that come up to like his calves, shorts, not like long shorts. I'm saying like mid-thigh.
Short shorts.
And like dad sneakers.
Yo,
And
we'll
Kanye-
have to find photos for that.
We will.
I actually forgot about that story. Yo, we should do this.
See, your boys
Hot-
got this under.
I look out of this. I look hot minute.
Fire.
Fire
Hot
round.
fire.
Hot fire.
round.
We'll
round.
figure out a
We'll
title
figure
for
it out.
it.
Okay, but
This is just a podcast for.
look for the Twitch link actually now, I guess, in the description. I
Yeah,
guess.
look for the Twitch. We'll see what happens with that. I'm fully down for that.
I'm fully. It's gonna be interesting if we're gonna do Mad Dog with it, but look for that.
Yeah.
Where are we at with the jar? We're still at 33.
Yeah,
I
I'm at
threw one in there.
You threw one in there.
31 right now.
No, we're at 30.
32.
30. If mine's still in there, we're at 33 now.
Fuck. 34.
There you go.
Yeah, 34.
Correct. I want to swear. So yeah, thank you very much. All you need to do is comment, subscribe to be entered for the swear jar.
That's still on.
That's still going on.
Oh, I want to say one quick thing.
Yeah.
So we were putting our videos or the audio of the video on SoundCloud, but I didn't realize that SoundCloud is now like a premium service. You have to pay to put as much as you want.
Classic.
So I had 5 videos up, but like they're not up because you're only allowed 3 hours of free content,
Okay.
and then the rest I guess you have to pay for. So
So I guess we'll just do
we're
the new episode. Will be the only thing up there. We'll update every week. Can we do that?
Can you do that?
I have no idea. If
We'll
that works, I can try that.
Okay, we'll
but
look into that.
We have some things in the works.
We'll see for stuff that you can do, so you don't have to just watch the video on YouTube. But
yeah, so
we'll see what happens.
thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for coming out.
We'll
Like,
see you next
comment,
week.
subscribe.
Yeah.